Today I'm going to walk you through how to make homemade yogurt using the slow cooker. It is really simple and easy to do. Anybody can do it. And if you're new here, my name is Allison and I am all about home cooking. I strive to make as many things as I can from scratch, and the list of the things that I make homemade in my home grows larger and larger every day. So if you like this kind of stuff, give this video a thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and join me for more. But let's just get on into making this yogurt. To get started, all you are going to need is your slow cooker, some whole milk, and then you are going to need some yogurt. I don't have any homemade yogurt on hand, so I am using store-bought. And this is just a whole milk yogurt. It's plain. I got this at Aldi. But once you make yogurt, you don't need to buy yogurt anymore. You can just continue to use the yogurt that you make to make more yogurt. So the first thing you're gonna do is I am using a half a gallon. So it's basically like the same ratio. So I'm using a half a gallon and a half a cup of yogurt. But just to get started, all you do is you pour a half a gallon of milk into your crock pot. And I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this and do the best I can. Just a little bit more. I would say that's pretty close. You can also just buy a half a gallon if you want to be more exact. And you're just gonna put your lid on, you're gonna plug it in, and then you're gonna turn your crock pot on low and let it sit for 3 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge because I don't need this right now. So 3 hours, and then you come back and check on it. So it's been 3 hours, and all we need to do at this point is unplug your slow cooker and let it sit for another 3 hours. It's been another 3 hours, so now it is time to add our yogurt to our milk. Now, just as a reminder, I used a half a gallon of milk, so I'm using a half a cup of yogurt. And then the other thing I like to do is I like to take some of the warm milk out, mix the yogurt in, and then put it back in and stir it. I just find that the yogurt just incorporates a little bit easier. You definitely don't have to do it that way. Oops. Once you have your yogurt mixed in with your milk, you're just gonna take a towel or a blanket and you're gonna cover it all the way around. And you're just gonna let it sit on your counter for 8 to 12 hours. I like to time it so it is ready to be covered right before I go to bed. And then when I wake up in the morning, my yogurt is finished and it's time for it to go into the fridge. It's the next morning, it's been almost 11 hours and our yogurt should be done. So let's uncover it. It's always so exciting every single time. It just never gets old. Whenever you're making things from scratch, homemade, it's just always so fun for me. And the last thing we have to do is we need to jar this up. We're gonna let it sit in the fridge for a few hours. It'll get a little bit thicker, and then another thing you can do to get it even thicker is it'll start to separate. You'll see that liquid on the top, as you can just dump that out. So let's just go ahead and jar this up. So it is the next day and I wanted to show you the consistency of this yogurt after it's been in the fridge for 24 hours. I really like this thickness. I find that it's just really easy to add to those reusable pouches for my toddler. He really likes it. It is a little bit more liquidy than what you're probably used to if you buy yogurt at the store, but we really like it this way. And now you can flavor it if you want to. Sometimes I just add honey and fresh fruit, or I'll add my homemade chia seed jam, and I'll link the recipe for my chia seed jam if you want to check it out. Or you can just make like a fruit compote and let it cool completely and add it to your yogurt that way. There's so many things you can do. And if you're gonna make your own yogurt, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And if you like food content and you want to make more food from scratch, I would love for you to subscribe and join me in my next video. And that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.